Hey guys, it's Scene 3. Welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be doing a video on the movie Ready Player One.
Alright, so Ready Player One there's a guy named James Halliday. He made the game called The Oasis. It's a VR game. And he made it in 2025. So it's 5 years from now when we made this video in 2020, if you guys are watching in a different year or whatever. And basically he made this game for you to escape your problems, because in the time of the movie the world is just gone to like nothing basically. So he created that game so you could escape your world problems. And when he died, or before he died, he pre-recorded a video making a challenge so more people would play the game. And basically the challenge, it's like Easter eggs inside the game, and it's just like Easter egg is just like a hidden feature inside the game. So basically,
or a hidden challenge.
Yeah, hidden challenges inside the game. Yeah. So basically, he decided for the rewards to be you get his stocks, you get $500 billion, and you get control over the Oasis. The Oasis is now yours. So yeah, that's just the whole plot of the whole recap of the movie. So what do you guys think of it?
I think it was a good movie. But let's just, I guess we can start talking about the characters. I like Artemis because I feel like she had a different approach to the game.
Yeah, why she wanted to win.
Why she wanted to win, because like obviously Wade or Parzival, I mean.
Yeah, I think she was doing it for like the.
She was doing it for her father.
She was doing it for her father. Like Parzival wanted to just win because like he enjoyed playing games, which many of us like to do. But
Artemis, I think he wanted to put his family in a better place as well.
Yeah, but
he didn't really have
Parzival just liked it because he actually liked the game, and I think that's why he won too, because he already knew so much about the guy, because he just liked playing the game.
Also for him, I feel like he just invested so much time in the game. That's why it became better. Because like both of his parents died. He was living with his aunt and like her crazy husband or crazy boyfriend. So like that also helped him escape the game. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I liked Artemis because I feel like her different approach to the game. Her approach to the game was different. She wanted to win and kind of bring her sort of victory, because her dad used to like work for the IOI, which are just like the organizations that kind of like want to like control the people in the movie. And with her winning, it'll just bring her like a sense of victory. And although the money and the stock and all the benefits of controlling the Oasis in the whole game are nice, it just really feel good to win for her dad, because he wasn't there to see it.
I think my favorite character personally in the game was probably James Halliday, which was the guy who created the game. Okay. He was low key kind of a weird guy.
Yeah, he
was kind of quiet, nerdy kind of guy. And like the way he kind of moved, it was kind of weird. But like I just like how he thinks and how like his whole concept, like how he created the game in such a way, and even his challenge, how he created them in such a way where it's not so like direct how you were to like win the challenge. It's like, it's kind of like
you have to think.
You gotta think outside of the box.
Not only that, that you have to think outside the box. He really made it so that you had to like learn his life.
Okay.
Like he wanted the people to that were playing the game. He wanted to show everybody how he developed this whole game, because even the first challenge, to even win that, you have to know to go backwards. And what's his name? Parzival even got that from going in the journals, going back to whenever, right? So that's just like shows, like adding on to what Jamal was saying.
Okay.
It shows how
like he thinks differently. He's not. It's not always straightforward.
So going back to the challenges, right? Like we know how in order to.
I didn't say my favorite character.
Oh yeah, he didn't say his favorite character.
Well, yeah, mine is also James Halliday, because I do like how he's just smart. Like he knew what he was doing, like from the beginning. I feel like from when he started that game to when he died, he knew what he was doing, because even after he died, his game was still like popular, and it probably became even more popular because he added like wagers to the game now. Like he added something to look forward to at the end, and that made everybody want to play it more. But that also added more greed as well, because once money got involved, everybody's playing, and nobody cares if you die in real life or if you die in the game. Like, you know.
Mm-hmm. So going back to what you said about events, right? There was obviously there's 3 keys that they needed to get to like win the game. There was the Jade key, the Copper key, and the Crystal key. And there's the 3 different events that they need to do to obtain them. So out of the 3 events, which was the race, the dance, and him finding the key within the game, not having to beat it, which one you guys would say is the most like stood out to you the most, or was like the most like fun for you to watch?
For me, I think it was the first one, because it
The
really
race, yeah.
it kind of set the tone
Mm-hmm.
for the whole. It set the tone for the whole movie, and it really put together that whole group, the High Five group. Because I feel like maybe Parzival would have found out about the second key without Artemis, but at the same time, she did help him.
Yeah.
So I feel like without the first one, I don't know. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he still would have gotten it, but it may have taken longer. You never know. And I also like the first one because it showed how smart Parzival really was.
Okay.
No, but I think they had to do it in that order, because even after they got that first one, then it gave them the clue for the second one. You know?
Okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if like Parzival still, I think even without those guys, he still would have gotten it.
Gotten like all 3.
Yeah, himself. But I'm saying the second one, he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have gotten it, the Jade key, that fast.
If it wasn't for no, that's true. Because she did go and dance first.
Yeah.
And then he realized what he had to do to go and get
like
it.
She triggered. Mm-hmm. I don't know, just a thought.
But in a way, I kind of do see it as like payback in a way, because when he won the first race, he went and like basically I guess like told them like how to do it, and then they went and did it, and that was kind of happened when he went to the second key with the dance. Then he realized how to do it. But Jamal, what would you say for your favorite event?
One is probably the last one, to be honest. I like that one because he didn't make it so that you had to beat the level or beat the game to.
He had to like just find it within
the game. Yeah, you kind of just
had
to play around and look around in the game to find it, which was kind of like how he made like the whole like game, kind of like he just wanted you to have fun, play the game, explore, and have an adventure kind of.
I hear that. I'm gonna have to agree with Jamal. My favorite one was the last one where they had to find it within the game and win, and I like it because like. Obviously, most people play a game, they want to like level up and like just like win, but you didn't really have to win that level in a sense because it was within the game. Like if you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I see how Josiah said how like he liked the first one, and I like that too because it was like a sense of trial and error. Like he failed the first time when he got stopped at the starting line, and he had to go back.
Yeah.
But I also do feel like it took more thinking for the when he got the third and last key at the end, so that's why I would say that one was the best one.
I also agree with you guys too. I like the last one too because it really tied the whole movie.
Yeah, I tied the movie together well.
It really showed. I don't know. It just showed you that life is not always about winning. It's just about the journey. It's about having fun, and that I think that was one of the main messages, not throughout in video games, but throughout life too.
Yeah.
It's not all about. I actually think that was the main message throughout the whole movie. It's not only about striving to be the best, which was what I was trying to do, because I always lost. If you're just striving to be the best, you're not really, well, I guess you will be, but if you're just striving to have fun and stuff,
it'll be easy. Yeah,
it's just gonna come. Everything else is just gonna come naturally.
I hear that.
Yeah,
I feel like that's really the last one.
So how did you guys feel about how the Oasis, or not the Oasis, my bad, the IOI could come for you guys in real life? I thought that was kind of like scary.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to me, to be honest, because these guys were so greedy and like they even had like people in like kind of like a jail kind of thing.
Yeah.
They would like come. Yeah, like
that's how
Artemis' dad.
Yeah, that's how Artemis.
Yeah, like they literally would put you in a little cell,
like
as if you're in jail, but like they just.
Even like, but it was crazy because you're in jail in real life and in the game.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because even they were in jail in real life.
Yeah.
And then in the game as well.
Like they put you in the game to go.
But it was even crazy that they had a 10-minute break. They had to take off their thing. They take off the goggles, whatever.
Yeah.
And they had a timed break. And then right after they go right back inside the game again.
Yeah.
It was kind of
the most craziest part for me was when Nolan Strendel, just like the boss of the IOI and stuff, when he sent them out, or it was kind of Wade's fault in a way, like Parzival, Wade is his real name, when he said his actual name, and then they went and found him in real life. That was pretty crazy because like he already like lives by himself or lives with his aunt and her boyfriend. Like he has no parents.
It just shows greed, honestly, because he didn't even care.
It kind of also shows how like people they take this so seriously that they'll come at you in the real world. Like this is a virtual reality game, but they're trying to like hurt you in real life.
He didn't care. He blew up that whole place where Parzival lived, but he didn't even take into account that there was other people, like not only his parents, but there's others. Like his guardians lived there.
Yeah,
he had neighbors, you could say, that lived in the same thing as him. He was so greedy, he didn't care. He just cared about the money.
Even if the people weren't even there, like they just ruined their whole home. Like
like that's where they live. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So this is a question I've always been thinking about. So if there were to have an Oasis in the real life, would you participate? Would you join the Oasis?
I think I would, because honestly, I've played VR.
Okay, virtual reality.
Yeah, virtual reality, if you guys don't know what that is. And I think it was really cool. And to be if it was at that level of how the Oasis was, I would be very interested into playing it with or without the money, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool too. I feel like it's a little bit unrealistic though, because like there's even some scenes where there's kids like outside and they just have goggles on. Yeah, like if they had the goggles on playing the game, like how are they able to like see even what's in front of them? Like they would like run into people, run into things, run into walls, run into cars.
No, but remember, even when we did the VR, it had it showed you where like the real wall was. Oh, remember?
Yeah. So, but I mean that's because it was in a set location like that. But like if you were to like take it outside, like I don't
but maybe because look at the technology that they're in, maybe it does mark your surroundings as well.
I mean, it's
in case.
So going back to the obviously we're still talking about the Oasis. Do you feel like would you play? Because you play the Oasis if they had in real life, right? Because I would.
Of course.
Would you play it to like genuinely have fun, like some of the players do, or to escape from their real life problems?
I would think of it just like a regular game like Fortnite.
Because
I think this is what I would think. I think it would start off like that. It would start off like you just play like just a regular game, but because it's VR and it seems so real,
you would do it more often.
It would change your whole perspective. You'd be like, look how good my life is in this game, because you spend so much.
It might get to the point where you
since it's like VR and it's like so real, because the Oasis it seemed real. You know?
Exactly. People get married on there. People have I hear
that.
It gets to the point where your whole life is on that. So even that guy in the beginning, he died in the game. He was like, you know what?
He tried to end his life.
Kill myself in real life.
He thought that his video game life was more
important than his real one.
And the crazy thing was he was playing the game at work. He was
trying
to jump off the building at work. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy sight. But it was a good movie altogether.
It was really
so how would you guys rate the movie?
I'd probably rate it a 9.5, just because it was obviously a great movie, but it wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen. So,
I hear that.
I'd give it a 9. I like the movie. I like the whole concept of the movie. It was really well put together. Like whoever thought of that movie is a really smart person. And I kind of like movies like that just because, like movies that just have a lot of action. They're just like guys fighting. It's whatever.
I would give it an 8 out of 10. I like the whole concept within the real world and then the virtual, because I do think that people play games to like escape from the real world problems, so I liked how they included it. But yeah, it was an overall good movie. Like I liked how it showed the real world and the fake world, and yeah, it was a good movie altogether. All right, well, everyone say anything we need to say?
Yeah, that's everything.
That's good.
All right, well, thank you guys for listening to what we have to say. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment any movies or TV shows you guys want us to discuss, and yeah, that's it. All right.
See you guys.